Welcome to my monthly The Expat Career and Lifestyle podcast. I'm Dominika and I am the founder of dmcoaching.eu, the place to be when you want to create a career you love and live the global lifestyle.
Podcast. Today I have a great pleasure to interview Kornelia Epping, Relocation Consultant and founder of Moves Consulting, Immigration, Relocation and Destination Service, and also of Jobseeker program. Kornelia is from Germany, currently living in Austria, and she will share with us her expertise about living and working in those two countries. Welcome, Kornelia. Thank you for joining us today. And please tell us more about yourself and what are you doing.
Welcome, Dominika, and thank you for the invitation to this interview. I'm very happy to talk to you about my businesses. Well, as you told, I'm currently living in Austria, so I'm a foreigner in Austria myself. And when I founded my business, I had the main issue that all these foreigners didn't know how the public administration works, how it is to immigrate to a foreign country, what rules do I have to follow, what conditions do I have to meet, what is the law about renting an apartment, or do I need a permit already, a residence permit for my kids when I want to bring them to the kindergarten, for example. So many detailed questions, and I connected all these questions and all these information to this business, Moves Consulting. Mm-hmm. And there is a part in this business that focuses on women especially. It's Design My Career, because most partners who follow their partners abroad for having an expat life abroad, they bring their own professions, skills, experiences, but do not know how to enter the labor market. And that's what we tell them in this Design Your Career coaching, for example. Mm-hmm. How to establish their own career and how to find a job here in Austria or also in Germany. There's a special information in connection to this that, to the contrary of the US, for example, or Australia, trailing spouses in Germany and in Austria get full access to the labor market when the partner has a skilled worker permit.
So there's a difference between those markets.
Yes.
Yeah. So you have those two businesses. One is a relocation and destination service, and the second one is a job seeker program.
Yes. Yeah. Jobseeker program was founded years ago. Uh-huh. I established that part of my business as a project idea. Meanwhile, it is a known company, a limited company with a headquarter in Germany. And we specialize in skilled professions from the so-called white list of job shortage. There's a huge shortage in some certain professions in Germany as well as in Austria. Mm-hmm. And that means that there are more jobs available than applicants on these professions. There is, for example, special IT programmers, but also plumbers, electricians, engineers, and so on. And we specialize in these professions, and we got applications from all over the world in the Moves Consulting sector asking us, can you help me to migrate to Germany or to Austria and find a job there? And so we built this own project on this.
Right. Wow. So it's a good news that there are more job possibilities than applicants for a job position. So it's a good.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Especially in the shortage area.
Yeah. Oh,
yes.
Right. Yeah. Yes. So, can you tell us what are the requirements for getting a job in Austria and Germany? And is there any difference between those two markets, the German and the Austrian market?
Yes. So the second question first to answer. There is a huge difference, especially at the moment, between the German and the Austrian labor market. The Austrian labor market suffers from a lack of economy. It has a very strong trickle-down economy, and there is a very high unemployment rate, especially in Vienna. We are nearly 15% at present here. And it's throughout all professions in the area of the eastern part of Austria. In Germany, the economy is booming, and they have a huge lack of skilled professionals in nearly any profession. And the difference between these two markets is especially in the kind of work contracts. In Austria, you have a probate time of around about 3 to 6 months, and then you have an unlimited work contract. But you can be fired within 3 months without any reason. In Germany, for example, if you are hired, you have a limited contract for 1 year, then you get a second limitation for another year, and they can do this 3 times in a row. And only after that, if they want to, they are forced to give you an unlimited contract, but sometimes they also tell you, stay at home for 6 months and then come back again and we do it again. They prefer limited contracts in Germany. But at the same time, also these contracts are extremely safe. Only in some rare reasons they can fire you. In both countries, you have a very strong social insurance net that carries you through the system. And in both countries, you have a very high income. You have a very good salary structure. What's the other difference? There is, in Germany, you get 12 monthly salaries. In Austria, you have 14 salaries. And the 13th and 14th salary, for example, has a certain advantage of only 6% income tax.
Oh, yeah. So there are
yes.
there are many differences between. So the German market is more attractive than, or no?
You have more at the moment. You have more chances in the German market, but there's one serious reason that might disturb this picture. That is, most companies in Germany prefer German-speaking applicants, at least level A2.
Okay.
So if you already started learning German, that is a big advantage in Germany.
Okay, so the language is important. The knowledge.
It's really important. It's really very, very important in Germany. Germany is a very strong nation, and it's an export nation. They love to export all their services and products, but as soon as it comes to import stuff and to international employees, they prefer speaking German.
Okay, so language, yeah. So before moving there, or before looking for a job, it's good to have a good knowledge.
Yes. It is in any case. If it comes to looking for a new job, if it comes to having a perspective abroad towards Germany, as soon as you find it interesting to live and work in Germany, you should be aware that you have to start learn the local language immediately. And focus on that goal. You want to work in Germany, learn German, and you will succeed.
Okay, good. So what are the other requirements for getting a job in those two countries?
At present, the immigration system makes it important or requires that you have at least a bachelor degree. If you have a master's degree, you can get a Jobseeker visa for Austria. The bachelor degree is sufficient for Germany for a Jobseeker visa, and it enables you to look for a job on site locally. It is important to have a profession, mostly from the field of one of the white list job shortage professions. You can have a look into our website, movesconsulting.com, or the Jobseeker program, or jobseekerprogram.com. on both pages you find the white list for download, for free download, and there you can find the professions that are listed for the job shortages. And if your profession is listed there and you have a bachelor degree or even a master's degree, you have the best chances to find a job in Germany.
Interesting. So, on the other hand, what type of CV should I prepare if I want to secure a job interview in Germany or in Austria? Is there any difference, or is this like a template for a CV, like for example Europass that we have here?
Yes, it's really the Europass, the format of the Europass. Okay. It's not really an advantage, or it's not really recommendable to use that format, Europass, and do not change anything. Just enter your personal data, because the HR managers recognize the Europass immediately. It is written on it, and they do not like that. They prefer individualized CVs. Okay. The bigger companies, of course, are experienced enough that they can read out of the CVs from all over the world. Indians, Chinese, Japanese, Canadians, they all create different styles and have a different program in their CVs. So they recognize this and they can read it. The smaller companies, they feel uncomfortable with these international CVs, and they prefer finding the well-known format from the Europass. So first, your present or your latest job activity you had towards the earliest in former times, then the education, then special skills, and then additional skills you ever had. Okay. Do not forget, German and Austrian companies prefer a photo from you on the front page.
Okay, so the photo is also important.
Yes. But please avoid a holiday picture, just like in the passport.
Okay.
Yes.
The professional one.
Put a smile on your face. Mm-hmm. And let them see your eyes, and they can read from your face who you are.
Okay. So should I write my CV in German or in English, or have like two copies?
It depends. If it's a company that doesn't really mind about English or German skills, but they have English as their company language, they don't mind. Just send it in English. If there is for example, we have two company clients, they hire international employees, but in any job advert they write German is a must. So then it should be a German written CV. Okay. It depends on the job opening.
Yeah, so how can I apply, for example, for jobs while I am still living abroad and I want to move to Germany or in Austria?
Well, there are two channels. One channel is if just browse all these job provider websites like Stepstone, Manpower, Kienbaum, Michael Page, etc. Uh-huh. Or if you have an idea, a definite idea about how the company should be, who it should be, and where you want to work and what you want to work, then just browse the net and collect a collection of companies you want to work for and enter their websites and apply through their website job window. Mm-hmm. Or at least, for example, like us, Jobseeker program, send us your application via our contact form, and we will check whether there is a company that is already looking for you, or you will be part of our pool, and at the next opportunity we will present you to the company.
Right. Yeah, so my next question is about how your Jobseeker program can help a potential candidate to secure a job position in Germany or in Austria.
Mm-hmm. For example, the main advantage of the Jobseeker program for applicants is if you enter our website, you can find the CV checker, and there you have several options to get support from just checking your CV and your cover letter to getting support by a certain career coaching individualized to your frame conditions and to join you through the application process to Germany or to Austria. The main advantage in this is that we know how to present yourself to the HR, to the market. We know where you can improve your skills and improve your CV, your self-presentation. Sometimes it is about another language, it is another course, something special certification that is needed, or for example, just one client who is sitting in Toulouse at present, he is looking for a job in Germany, and he is at present not yet able to speak German, but he's a financial manager and he totally forgot to write into his CV and in his social media profiles that he is able to do the IFRS and the US GAAP balancing. That's a main issue in his job, and he never wrote it to his profile. It's something that is self-understanding, but only for himself understanding. He didn't share this with his community. So there are very small items missing, and you just oversee them. And we help you make them visible.
Yeah. So do you help also like with the interview preparation?
Yes, assessment center, interviews, some tests, everything.
Okay, great. So if you can share us like one tip for a successful interview in Germany or in Austria.
For example, of course, they often ask you what is your biggest weakness. Some people have the feeling they have to be honest. Yes, you can be honest. For example, as a woman, you can say my biggest weakness is chocolate. I never can refuse chocolate. But don't be too honest. They just want to find out if your social competence fits to their team. And if you are strict enough and interested enough to look into the company, to inform yourself about the company intensively, then you will find out how to present yourself to the company.
Yeah. So in your first business, in your relocation service business, you help employees to find an accommodation in Germany.
Also, yes, that's one of our services. Yes.
Yeah. And how much time do I need to find a good accommodation in those countries? What is the process exactly?
It depends. For example, we sometimes had 2 or 3 objects that we did the research for. We presented it to our client, and just the first one was the perfect one. It depends on how clear you communicate your needs, what's important for you. Another story, there was a Turkish citizen. She came here a few months ago, and we were her second service provider. She asked to help, and she described what she is looking for, what kind of apartment, and we did a research for 5 or 6 apartments, and we visited the apartments, and she described she was used to be risen in a ancient building in Turkey, in Ankara, and she wants to live in a building like this again, in an ancient building. So we did the research, we found 5 buildings older than 110 years and all these apartments, and she rejected each one. Each single one was rejected, she didn't like. They were completely renovated, completely new windows, new heating, new floors, beautiful apartments, and at reasonable prices. The oldest apartment, the most, in my feeling, most ugliest apartment, and the most expensive apartment, all these 3 conditions met in one apartment, she chose that.
Wow.
After she signed the contract, I asked her, what was it that attracted you to that apartment? And she told me, well, remember I told you I love these ancient buildings. And it is because of the huge walls in the flats.
Yeah.
And I looked at her and smiled. Well, it would have been useful to know this before. That's because of the walls. She never told us. So that's one reason. And on the other hand, flats in Austria are extremely expensive. In Germany, they are more cheaper, except Hamburg and Munich. It's not really hard to find a good apartment. If it should be the perfect one, then you need time, of course, up to 6 months. In Austria, especially in Vienna, up to 2 years. But a very good apartment can be found within 2 or 3 weeks.
So it's not yet 2 or 3 weeks, it's like an average time to find an apartment.
Yes.
In those countries.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course, as soon as you say, well, I have a budget of 750 euros for a flat in Vienna, and I want to have at least 2 rooms, 65 square meters in the inner districts 1 to 9, that's impossible.
Okay.
That's impossible. There is a certain price condition in any district in Vienna, for example, like it is in Hamburg or so, and in Munich.
So, is Vienna like an expensive city?
Yes.
Yeah.
From the lifestyle, yes. It is. You have high prices in rents. As I told you, in the inner districts, for a 50 square meter apartment, rents start at 750 to 800 euros. It is, in my opinion, expensive to go out in the evenings to have a drink or to go out in a restaurant if you want to have really good food and good drinks. For example, if you go to the inner district around Stevensdome, it's very expensive there. But on the other hand, it's very cheap to drive by public transport, either train throughout Austria or by tram line and bus in Vienna. It's very cheap in comparison to other cities in Europe. Yes.
So the public transport is
Yes.
very
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how do you manage all those activities, your 2 businesses, all the projects that you are running? How do you manage them?
Well, I have a very good team that supports me. I have a manager in Germany who is running the business when I'm not available, and he's in charge for everything there, for the Jobseeker especially. I'm running from Austria the Moves Consulting company, and I'm leading the team in the relocation business. So we are both busy in these businesses. And we have a team throughout the countries, Germany and Austria, destination consultants who are supporting our clients, and we are managing and coordinating everything from the headquarters.
Wow, great. Yeah. So what are your plans for the future?
For the future, to grow the Jobseeker and to help more people with immigration service to immigrate to Germany and to Austria, and to let more people know that we are here.
Okay. Yeah. So growing your Jobseeker program. I think
Yes.
there are many people who would like to move especially to Germany, which is more attractive country for finding a job.
That's right. That's true. At present, I recommend to have a focus on Germany. They have a very strong economy, and there are lots of jobs available.
Okay, so that's a good thing. So thank you very much, Kornelia, for your time and sharing all those information with us. So where can we learn more about you? And I know that you have also a free gift for our listeners. So if you can share it with us.
Yes. If you browse our websites, www.moves-consulting.com or www.jobseekerprogram.com, there you find free download files for the white list of job shortage and how to make it in Germany and how to make it in Austria. Lots of information free of charge for you. Just visit me, download, and let me have your feedback, please. And my free gift for you today is give me a call and get a 10-minute talk about your options in Germany or in Austria.
Wow, great. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. So I will put the link to your website without the description of this podcast, so people can contact you and take the advantage of the consultation also with you and have a feedback from you.
Thank you, Dominika.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So thank you for listening. And if you like this podcast, please share it with your friends and leave us a comment. And we will speak with another guest very soon. Thank you very much and bye.
Bye.